Hello, Heroes of Arcasia. Here we are with episode 3 of Patch Notes with Henry. We're going to dive into the Monster Bash update, which drops on October 11th. This patch is a little smaller. It still has some cool stuff in it, but it's a little shorter, so we're actually going to be able to go through every change coming in the patch this time. I'll talk through some of it here and then hop over to my computer and show you some of the stuff visually as well. All right, let's get into it. All right, one of the biggest pieces of content arriving in this update is a new continent, which is Pleccia. Has a new storyline. You'll be able to dive into Armin's past, learn more about some of the priests of Sacria, and just experience an entire new storyline in Lost Ark. It's also an important one. It's one that you're going to need to complete before Voldis, which arrives in a few months. So it's a pretty important stop along your journey in Lost Ark. You have to be item level 1475 to venture there, and the story actually begins in Lutera, so that's where you're going to pick up the quest to venture over. There's a few important things and a few differences about this continent versus some of the other ones. While the storyline is super important to Lost Ark, and you'll need to complete it like I mentioned, unfortunately there's no Adventurer's Tome for this continent. There are definitely fun collectibles to check out. There's Makoko seeds, there's new exclusive collectibles just for Pleccia, which I'll let you uncover when the update drops. There's a new Wandering Merchant, and there's new achievements, titles, new cards, a bunch of new stuff will accompany it, just no Adventurer's Tome this time around. I'm gonna go hop in game, show you where to pick up the quest, and we can check out a little bit more about Pleccia there. So I'm not going to spoil the storyline for you here, but once you complete a few quests, talk to Thirain and a few of his friends in the castle, you'll be ready to get on your way to the new continent and check it out for yourself. All right, so the next big piece of content arriving in this update is the Trial Guardian Raid for Caliligos. Big dragon, lots of lightning, pretty exciting boss. The trial version is meant a little bit more for the hardcore raiders because there is a leaderboard for both the fastest clear time and also an exclusive title for the first clear in a region. But anybody that's up for a challenge and wants to try out some equalized content is welcome to join in and try and get some of the other rewards, the achievements, the title for clearing. It's fun to just, test yourself against the boss. So some specifics for this one. You need to be item level 1250 in order to challenge Trial Caliligos. You also need to set up a build in the Book of Coordination, as this is equalized content. You'll be on an equal playing field against the boss, so you'll need to create a whole build there, similar to how you do for Inferno Legion raids or other equalized content in that fashion. So with the trial version of Caliligos showing the fastest clear times on the leaderboard, and also that exclusive title that the first party that clears earns in each region, we know there's competition brewing, so we're actually going to open it up over the weekend so more players can participate in that race and be freed up for that slot. So it's going to open on October 14th at 7 p.m. UTC. That is going to be noon Pacific time or 9 p.m. CEST. So to recap, exclusive time that it's opening over the weekend, new titles, new achievements. You're going to need to use the Book of Coordination, and because of that, we're actually adding 2 new runes to the Book of Coordination. You're now going to be able to access a legendary quick recharge rune and a legendary gale wind rune. So that'll hopefully give you the edge you need to clear. One important thing to note is this content, because it rewards that first clear, we want to make sure that the competition is fair. There have been some recent incidences in Korea where some nefarious actions have been taken by players trying to receive that exclusive first clear title. So for players that are planning on participate, please know that we will be vetting and scrutinizing the accounts that clear first to make sure that there's no third-party tools, hacks, anything like that that are being used, because we really want to reward skill and competition here. All right, let's cover the events. Before we talk about the new stuff, I just wanted to give a quick heads up that the Blooming Makoko event and Arktoberfest event and also the daily login event are all going to come to an end with this update, but we do have some new cool stuff coming. Primarily, we have event Guardian Raids coming back. I know a lot of you have probably played these in the past because we've had this event once or twice before, but for new players, it's kind of a fun twist on Guardian Raids where you can hop in and fight 2 or 3 Guardians simultaneously. You can meet conditions during the fight to give yourself access to some really big power boosts, whether that's countering, destruction checks, a few other things. But by the end of the raid, you should be hitting some pretty crazy damage numbers, which is always fun if you like chasing that like I do. That's why I play Slayer and other classes that deal big damage amounts. Anyway, those are coming. You can earn tokens from clearing those raids, and then you can use those tokens for a new event shop. We'll have some cool stuff in there, all the classics like honing materials, and then some new, I think, spooky and Halloween themed events too for players that want some seasonal items. So that's the Event Guardian Raid. Not sure if this will make it in the video or not, but I'm going to hop in one right now. We can check it out. And this event's actually going to stick around all the way through October as well. For players that don't want to face it every day, you can earn the tokens through other gameplay methods like normal Guardians or Chaos Dungeons as well. I'm going to hop in, just show you how it works really quick. And yeah, let's fight some Guardians. So throughout the fight, you can meet special requirements, and by that, earn power upgrades to hit some pretty crazy numbers. There's usually 1 or 2 Guardians that you have to kill, and 1 special Guardian that you're fighting as well that's going to give you the buffs when you defeat it. I am looking at some of my skills right now and realizing this is not my normal setup, so we will see how this goes. But please don't judge my tripods too heavily. And let's see if we can get one of the big baddies to show up. Alright, here we go. So this is the Special Guardian. There's one of these in everyone that you fight. And when you meet certain, maybe countering, let's see. Nope. Surely something else. When you meet special requirements against them, sometimes it's countering, sometimes it's destruction, sometimes it's stagger. Looks like this one is probably stagger. Luckily I brought whirlwind grenades. When you meet those special requirements, they'll drop these ethers, and these ethers give you huge power increases when you're fighting the rest of the Guardians. So we're able to do some massive damage all of a sudden and wipe one out just like that. So looks like we're able to get the next round of ethers, get even more juiced up. But there are several Guardians you have to wipe out. So let's go find the next one in the grouping. Lumeris. Yeah, you become faster. You can see how fast I'm running around. That's not dev hacks. That's just the event for you. Just run in, get blasted. Cool, we got our Predator back. Oh, well, that was fast. See, look at how powerful you become. Please don't nerf Slayer. We can head over, fight the final one. Now that we've defeated the minions, we can fight the Dark Marauder Helgaia itself. Hopefully as soon as Predator comes back up, we'll be able to defeat it. Oh, or just one-shot it. That's how it goes. That's Slayer for you, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the event. So once you defeat all 3, don't leave without picking up your chest. That's where you get your tokens from, right here. And you've done it. Congratulations. So yeah, once you get these tokens, you can go spend them at an event vendor and get some cool prizes. Have fun, and good luck. We're also making an adjustment to the Shining Harvest event that's exclusive to Jumpstart servers. We're adding some new missions in for clearing Pleccia, and also new items for those players. We're adding in these new gear quality upgrade tickets that are essentially a stone of chaos that let you upgrade your gear without needing to spend gold. Since obviously gold's in really high demand on Jumpstart servers, you want to hone your gear, you want to buy stuff, and you haven't had as much time to stockpile gold. We want to make sure that players are also able to upgrade the quality of their gear as well. So because this is a new item, I want to show you how it works in game. Let's hop in and I'll let you check it out really quickly. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show off is how the new gear upgrade items work. There's two types. There's the Process Chaos Stones for weapons and Process Chaos Stones for armor. So these are going to be earnable in-game, and what they do is allow you to upgrade your gear without spending gold. So when you're interacting with the gear quality NPC, it's going to use these before it would use a Chaos Stone plus gold, which is the normal upgrade method. So let's hit some quality tabs, see how they work. So when you chat with the, not the gear honing NPC, but the quality upgrade NPC, you're going to see that it's going to pull from these first before pulling from your Stones of Chaos. And it's going to use these up in their place. And yeah, it's a good way for people to upgrade their armor on Jumpstart, you know, get more health, get a little bit bigger damage bonuses, and it works the same for your weapon as well. Oh, that was a pretty good increase. Let's see if I can get luckier on here than I can with my weapons in the real game. Well, that might be it for now, but I think you get the point. It's just a good way of getting some quick upgrades and powering up your characters for newer players. And our goal is to bring these to the normal live servers for players in the future. You know, I can't get too into specifics because we're still working on the exact plans, but I think the Soul Eater and people gearing up a new character is probably a pretty safe bet for those wondering when they might show up. Cool. Yeah, so that's how that works. We know players on existing servers are also probably excited about this new item. I know it's kind of a recent development in Korea as well. We are planning on bringing these to existing servers as well. Spoiler alert, probably sometime around Soul Eater launch, TBD. Let's find out together next month. So stay tuned to that patch notes video. But we wanted to make sure that players on Jumpstart who are, you know, behind on gold, behind on Chaos Stones and that sort of thing are still upgrading their gear, getting those damage and health boosts as they start to fight Pleccia and, you know, maybe even move into Kangol and other further raids as well. All right, let's rapid fire through some general updates coming in. We've refreshed the monthly login reward track and hot time events. We've added 2 new female and 2 new male hairstyles for character customization. I'm going to show you those really quickly before we rapid fire to the rest. Let's check them out. So we have 2 new hairstyles coming in for both male and female classes. Here are the new female ones. You can find them down here at the bottom right. Kind of a long hairstyle here. And some bangs too. So new customization options. And let's take a look at the ones for the guys. All right, so for the guys, we have 1 new male warrior preset for customization, which is this one right here. It uses one of the new hairstyles. And in addition to this new hairstyle, we have another one as well, which is this one. Some more customization options for those looking to increase their fashion game or make some new presets. Let's see, I don't know, I might be able to pull this one off, but my hair might be a little too curly. I don't know. What do we think? I think it's a vibe. In addition to the hairstyles, we added 1 new preset for male warrior customization that uses one of those hairstyles. Another cool upgrade as players start to progress through content faster. You can now upgrade your gear set effect directly from level 1 to level 3 if you power through Clown. So you can skip 2. If you get your Empyrean of Contemplations from Kangol, you can upgrade your set effect directly to level 3. So for people trying to power level their new characters, should be a good quality of life change. Another interesting tweak for the Thyrane affection rapport that came out last month. One of the emotes that you use in that quest wasn't in the game yet because it is a Pleccia exclusive emote. But now that Pleccia is releasing, we're changing that quest to require the Pleccia emote. So for people that haven't done the Thyrane affection rapport rank, you'll need to go to Pleccia in order to earn that emote. And the final change, we added 15 new jukebox songs for players that love listening to the music of Lost Ark. The other thing that I wanted to mention in general, we did announce earlier this month that the Chaos Gate revamp would be coming in October. It still will be arriving in October, but it will be coming 2 weeks after the main update. So we will have some patch notes later to cover that Chaos Gate revamp. We know players are excited about that quality of life change because it combines Chaos Gates, Ghost Ship, treasure map content all into one thing to run so that you get more rewards for kind of less homework in the game. So we're excited to bring that. It's still being worked on as I speak, in Korea, but we want to bring it as soon as we can. So coming in 2 weeks, but not in this update. So you'll have something to look forward to later in the month as well. Final thing I wanted to share, we do have some new skins coming. They are celebrating the spooky season, Halloween season. So let's check those out. All right, thanks for joining us for this Patch Notes with Henry video. If you appreciate this kind of content, it's helpful for you. It's really helpful to let us know. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let us know in the comments. Always super helpful. Really appreciate the comments and feedback from the last few episodes as well. Just want to leave you with one community question. I'm super excited for the update, so I'd love to hear, are you going to be participating in the Trial Caliligos Guardian Raid race for the first clear? Let us know in the comments, or let us know if you're just going to check it out and try and challenge yourself with the content as well. Love to hear. Anyway, thanks everybody. See you in game in the update.
See you in Arcadia?
That's probably better. See you in Arcadia.